We're moving to item 3, the introduction of guests. And I understand that we have a couple of guests that I've seen before, so if you would just identify yourself again.
Great, Terry.
Thank you. Elizabeth Williams. And we have 2 interns with us. You can just stand, Brian Layton from Susquehanna College and Gabrielle Smith from Hampton University. And I really feel sorry for you because next to me is a gentleman who likes to ask questions. So I don't know if he's going to do it right now, but if not,
I'll be happy to. So your name is?
Brian Lee.
Brian? And your name is?
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle. How long have you been working for the Chesapeake Authority?
3 weeks?
Wait, should we turn the lights up a little bit?
Yeah.
3 weeks.
3 weeks, and what do you do, Brian?
I'm in the accounting office right now, working on like budgets and reconciliations.
You get in trouble or something, and they're punishing you?
It's all good stuff.
You want to be an accountant?
I don't want to be an accountant, but
Not anymore.
I'm in the business school. I'm in the business school at Susquehanna, so I took a lot of accounting classes my freshman and sophomore year, so I'm familiar with a lot of the stuff.
Okay, so you work with these two, right, Agnes and?
Yes.
Yeah. And Susquehanna University, right?
Yes, Susquehanna.
Excellent. You having fun?
Yes, I'm having fun.
Okay, then you're not working hard now.
He's a good worker.
Is he?
Yes.
He's well spoken. And what do you do, Gabrielle?
I'm in the business development department and I also do marketing. So I go out and film different videos, safety videos, and edit them for the different departments to have.
Oh, that sounds interesting. A little more interesting than you know. You know, making videos, working in accounting. And what year are you in Hampton?
I'm going to my 3rd year.
Your 3rd year.
Yeah.
And how about you, Brian? What year are you at Susquehanna?
I'm doing my senior year.
All right, that's awesome. You having a good time?
I am.
Who's your favorite Chester Water Authority person so far? As an attorney, I would tell you.
You have a right to an attorney.
Well, you're with a good company, and we'll take good care of you, I promise. That's all I have.
You got off easy.
Next month, we'll have the plant interns and the high school interns next month.
Full house, huh?
Tell them to come prepare for questions.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have Chester Water Authority swag on them too, so.
All right. Well, welcome, and I hope you enjoy a great summer with us. Do we have any public comment on the agenda items? Okay. May I have a motion, please, to approve the minutes of May 22nd, 2025?
So moved. Also.
Mr. Brandon,
Yes.
Mr. Herford,
Yes.
Mrs. Mahalik,
Yes.
Mr. Rivera,
Yes.
Mr. Shelton,
Yes.
Mrs. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Walsberger,
Yes.
Mrs. Whitaker,
Yes.
Mrs. Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Mr. Solicitor, do we have any items from our executive session?
Mr. Chairman, there are no executive session action items, but we did meet before today's meeting at 11 o'clock. We did both executive session items and information session items. The executive session items were predominantly labor and personnel in terms of union issues. We talked about the ongoing federal bankruptcy case. We talked about various state cases. You also received legal advice on certain questions about agenda items. There's no need for a vote on any of those issues. I did want to talk a minute about the Moody's change to our credit rating. The Moody's is one of, I think, 2 rating agencies whose job is to rate bonds and basically loans that are issued by government entities, including proprietary entities like the Chester Water Authority. Our rate had been AA2. We were notified by Moody's, I guess, what was it, last fall or last summer, that because of actions of the receiver from the city of Chester in terms of their proposed plan of adjustment that they had filed with the bankruptcy court, that we were being reviewed for a downgrade. That notification that we got from Moody's did not indicate that there was anything that the Chesapeake Water Authority had done to warrant that review, but he laid that specifically at the impetus being the actions of the receiver. So Moody's did follow through on that and mentioned that because of the plan of adjustment, that the Water Authority bond rating was being downgraded from an AA2 to an AA3. And you pointed out two main things. We have posted that downgrade, the actual document online. We're required to make this continuing disclosures of incidents like that on the EMMA website. EMMA is the electronic marketplace, I forget the other municipal marketplace, something A. But Agnes actually got an award for her office's posting of the required notices to that site. They were timely posted, so our bondholders are now on a notice. The other issue that was raised there was that Moody's suggested that we increase our cash reserves from beyond what we have now to more than to probably closer to a year's worth of that cash. So that's easy to remedy. We simply raise rates to accommodate that. We'll be talking about that more in the months ahead, but the other impact is not easy for us to remedy. We're in extensive litigation over that, and that is the action of third parties that are affecting our ability to borrow money, but much more to say about it in the future. So no action needed there either. Thank you. That's my report today.
Thank you. Moving on to item 8, we have one item there. A, request to approve expenses by function report. We have a motion for that.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Brandon.
Yes.
Mr. Herford.
Yes.
Mrs. Mahalan.
Yes.
Mr. Rivera.
Yes.
Mr. Shelton.
Yes.
Mrs. Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Washburger.
Yes.
Mrs. Whitaker.
Yes.
Mrs. Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Moving on to item 9, we have Director of Engineering report. And there are 3 items there. The first item, 9A, is to advertise contract 25-006, furnishing millwright and mechanical services. May I have a motion for item 9A, please?
So moved. Second.
Mr. Brandon.
Yes.
Mr. Herford.
Yes.
Mrs. Mahalan.
Yes.
Mr. Rivera.
Yes.
Mr. Shelton.
Yes.
Mrs. Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Washburger.
Yes.
Mrs. Whitaker.
Yes.
Mrs. Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. The next item, 9B, is a request to approve a change order, number 1, for contract 24-025, equipment rental with operator. The net increase is from $450,000 to $905,000. $905,007. May I have a motion for item 9B?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Brandon.
Yes.
Mr. Herford.
Yes.
Mrs. Mahalan.
Yes.
Mr. Rivera.
Yes.
Mr. Shelton.
Yes.
Mrs. Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Washburger.
Yes.
Mrs. Whitaker.
Yes.
Mrs. Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next item, 9C, request to approve change order number 1 and number 2 for the main office chiller. It's a net increase of $21,637.93 to $193,499.21. May I have a motion for 9C?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Brandon.
Yes.
Mr. Herford.
Yes.
Mrs. Mahalan.
Yes.
Mr. Rivera.
Yes.
Mr. Shelton.
Yes.
Mrs. Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Washburger.
Yes.
Mrs. Whitaker.
Yes.
Mrs. Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. The next item, 10A, the executive manager's report. There's an item 10A, request to approve annual maintenance and support contract renewal for Infor, INFOR, asset management software not to exceed $35,625.91. We have motion for 10A.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Brandon.
Yes.
Mr. Herford.
Yes.
Mrs. Mahalan.
Yes.
Mr. Rivera.
Yes.
Mr. Shelton,
Yes.
Mrs. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Washburger,
Yes.
Mrs. Williams,
Yes.
Mrs. Whitaker.
Yes.
Let's see if anybody's paying attention.
I thought you were gonna leave her out. Thank you.
Keep up the good work, Mike.
Item 11 is new business. I just want to thank our videographer today, Business Development Director, for helping us with his excellent MC duties at Water Independence Day, which was held on June 7th.
Poke your head around and face the camera.
It's okay.
At the
Stay behind the
Reservoir. It was an outstanding event. I also want to thank all the CWA employees who came out to help with all the logistics and getting people moved around. There was lots of food. Most of the food lines just kept on being 10, 12, 15 people deep all day long. The weather held up, and this is I think our eighth event that we've had. I'm guessing it was about 200 people or so there. It was a good turnout, and everybody had a great time. Folks definitely want to continue with that tradition, so even if we are successful in the Supreme Court, we'll likely continue that event just to show the community some appreciation for the work that they do, and support them in that kind of a community event. So again, thank you, Jim, appreciate it.
Thank you.
We do have a letter of support from Kennett Square Borough, and Mr. Washburger is going to read that for us.
Before I read that, if I could pile on for Mr. Turner. Yesterday, I was at a meeting of the Chester County Economic Development Council,
Objection.
at which time Mr. Turner was elected secretary for the upcoming year.
Yay.
Hey,
Congratulations. So, going to read a letter from the Borough of Kennett Square. It's dated June 4th of 2025. It says, "Dear community advocates, elected and appointed officials, we are businesses and industries located along the Delaware County waterfront or in Delaware and Chester counties. Our water services are currently reliably provided by the Chester Water Authority, CWA, with excellence over the many years that we have operated in the region. Unfortunately, we are deeply concerned about the potential future of our public water services, CWA, to be monetized. Recent reports in both traditional and social media indicate that certain private entities and state government actors are pursuing plans that would dramatically alter CWA's structure and control. If these plans are successful, and that's bolded and underlined, significantly increased costs for water are inevitable, which recent experience shows will continue to increase exponentially and would render it extremely difficult, if not impossible, for many of us to continue business operations in this region. The resultant loss of hundreds of millions of state and local tax revenue dollars, local jobs, and our current economic contribution to these communities would be catastrophic. The survival and well-being of our neighboring and regional communities depends on allowing existing businesses to thrive and grow, while also facilitating the attraction of new businesses. The plans being reported will ultimately result in losing many of the businesses who currently operate in the communities surrounding the city of Chester. These plans should not be allowed to unfold without objection, and comment about the negative economic consequences from state government elected officials, and that's why we're standing in solidarity with each other and raising our important concerns as a collective group of major businesses in the area." This next paragraph is bolded. It says, "We want to keep the lower cost water currently provided by CWA and reject having the higher cost of private sector utility providers or any combination or permutation of that under the cover of public utility monetization being forced upon the region. We want you to reject these plans also. As business leaders, we depend on the reliable, cost-effective, public and ratepayer-funded water services provided by CWA. Unlike private utility companies, CWA understands the economic pressures we face and has historically provided services at a rate that allows us to remain competitive, locally, nationally, and globally. The affordability and dependability of these services are essential to our ability to operate efficiently and sustain jobs in the region. For this region to continue to benefit in a substantial way from our physical presence and the resultant revenue from our contributed taxes, local jobs, more tax revenue, and our current economic contribution to these communities, we need to keep our water costs low. The current low cost of these services incentivizes us to keep our businesses at their current locations, to retain the competitive advantage that these managed expenses and reliable services provide for our operations. If control of CWA is transferred to private interests or interests to monetize CWA for purposes unrelated to providing reliable, safe, and affordable drinking water, the inevitable spiking costs will create an economic ripple effect that discourages both business retention and new investment in our area. This will not benefit the businesses in CWA service area, nor does it serve the 200,000 residents who depend on it. Quite simply, the proposed plans are short-sighted and detrimental to the economic health of our communities. The economic consequences to the business community of these plans that take over the CWA are wide-ranging and likely catastrophic to our businesses and citizens who depend on the jobs we provide and support. We'd like to meet with you as soon as possible to further express our concerns and seek your assistance in avoiding this steadily advancing economic disaster in the making. Please contact Borough Manager Kyle Coleman at 610-444-6020 to arrange a discussion on this critical matter. Sincerely, Bob Norris, President of Borough of Kennett Square Council, and CC to Chester County and Delaware County Commissioners, officials, public advocacy groups, etc.
Thank you, Mr. Wallenberg. Do we have any more new business?
Did we talk about any trees?
We did not. The trees?
Yes. 13,750 trees.
Darryl, do you want to just?
Sure. So we recently, in keeping with our environmental stewardship program, we planted over 13,000 trees on CWA property along Liberty Lane, just across the street from fishing headquarters. That program was completed in partnership with the Alliance for the Chesapeake Bay, which the authority has worked with on several similar projects, but this is the largest of all of the projects that have undertaken. So it took about 2 weeks to accomplish that work. It was very successful, and the Alliance points to it as one of their keystone projects for watershed betterment and for improving water quality within the Chesapeake Bay drainage basin.
Well, while you're on a roll there, Darryl, you want to just touch base on the storms and what we experienced?
Sure. So I think everybody will remember that last week around this time, last Thursday to be specific, we had pretty devastating thunderstorms and near tornado conditions roll through southern Chester County and western and southwest Delaware County. There were numerous power outages in the Pico service area, taking several days to bring service back to customers. We experienced power losses at several of our booster pumping stations. However, because of our emergency generation capacity, we were able to continue servicing our customers with no interruption of service, and our staff did a great job making sure that those emergency generators were continually refilled with fuel so that there was no disruption in service. So our distribution folks did a fantastic job to make sure that
Thank you. Do we have any old business?
I don't have any old business, but I'd like to comment on the letter that Eric read.
Okay.
I think that, I appreciate this letter, first off, highlighting the businesses and the impact that the sale to Aqua or any other private entity would have on the commercial industry across the service area. I think it's also important to highlight the impact that it would have on residents. So I received a phone call from a former CWA customer who is now an Aqua customer, who said they received a shutoff notice for $1.89. So I think the payment must have been short by $1.89. The processing fee to make the payment is $1.99. So the processing fee costs more than what they owed. So so this just highlights they don't do payment arrangements. They're not customer friendly, and our service area residents need to be aware of that. So the impact to the residents if this were to happen would be significant. And it would be, as it stated in this letter, catastrophic to property owners that are on fixed incomes specifically, that appreciate the low rates that CWA has consistently had over the years. The quarterly, or I should say, every other month payment, not monthly payments that exceed $100, $200, depending on the number of folks in your household. The cost to just turn the service on is significant. So I think it's important to highlight the impact that privatization would have on the CWA service area in addition to businesses. So thank you.
Thanks, Mrs. Whitaker. Having no old business, let's move on to public comment. Do we have any public comment on other matters?
I do have a question on the most recent comment, if that's okay to ask.
Absolutely.
If it's possible, I'd like to look into that, because I'm not sure if that's accurate from what the customer had told you. I know you're just relaying the information, but I do know they have low-income programs, and they have other types of programs. And for a shut-off notice like that, there's got to be some type of error, because the PUC would not be very favorable of that. And I'd like to just qualify it to make sure it's accurate, because sometimes the information on the customers pass, no matter who the organization is not always 100% correct. So if that's possible, if you could even have that customer call me or somebody else, I could look into that for them.
Yeah, I will.
Ms. Whitaker, I would question you that I think that the gentleman from Aqua is genuinely interested in helping his employer solve this problem, but we've had problems with his employer in the past directly confronting people that have challenged them publicly. We have several people in Chester County that have had a problem with getting a letter sent to them by the fellow that usually used to come to our meeting, Mr. Luca, the day before Thanksgiving, hand-delivered letters, like that. So I appreciate his suggestion that you give that option to the person that called you and let them decide whether they should contact us.
I would agree with that.
I'm pointing that out. Yeah. In the past, people came in good faith and complained about something, and they got letters back, appear on such a time, or and into this question. So we want to avoid that. I think that suggestion was made in good faith. I appreciate that. This fellow's been with us for
2017, right?
I'd also add,
8 years, so I appreciate that. But in the past, we've had problems with.
I would also say, Frank, maybe wanted to say this too. There are some privacy issues. So
It'd be best if the customer is comfortable to call a company or me, because I can cut the chase.
And that's what I heard, and that's a good faith option, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
just like
fine.
to
I mean,
help.
that's absolutely, of course, I would contact the property owner first.
Oh, absolutely.
But I think we can all agree that, regardless, your rates are still higher.
Pardon me?
I said we can all agree that your rates are still higher and it will still happen.
Oh, yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
disagreeing with that.
Okay.
No.
all right. Any other public comment? Okay. Hearing none, I'll move to the next item, which is the motion to adjourn. We have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Motion approved, and the meeting is adjourned.